For more on China's growing coffee culture, I'm joined now by Dan Cox of Coffee Enterprises. Dan, so great to have you on the broadcast. Talk to us about the popularity of coffee in China, because I think there's this misnomer that tea's the only game in town, and that's clearly not the case.
Well, Mike, coffee is incredibly important in China right now, and I'd love to be in Shanghai. It's the #1 place in the world to be for coffee today. With the championship just ending and with the Coffee Culture Week, it's really booming. And when you have 27 million people in the largest city in China, there's lots to be going on there. It's a big tourist area. You've got some incredible treasures in some of the cultural activities. I mean, even that ballet is getting into it with a special coffee blend. So Shanghai today is where it's at coffee-wise.
Dan, not far from our headquarters in Beijing, over in the Kerry Hotel. I mean, it's a short walk. You can go to Starbucks and get a Starbucks. I've gotten Starbucks in Hangzhou, Shanghai. It seems like it's everywhere. Can you talk to us about foreign investment from companies like Starbucks? And obviously, it's a huge market, China is. How important is it to them in terms of their strategy?
For Starbucks personally, it's the #1 foreign country on their strategy right now. They have about 940 stores in Shanghai alone. They've been in there over 20 years. They look to open 6,000 stores in the next 2 years. China is #1 on their hit list right now. It's doing very well. They like being there. They have good partners, and they seem to be being received by the average Chinese as a place to go. It's not only just a company, it's a brand with multi products. Unlike tea, coffee has got a full spectrum of products, from just straight coffee to espressos and cappuccinos to cold to hot to frappuccinos. It's a lot different than tea right now, and it seems to be something the Chinese are gravitating to.
And Dan, it's not just Starbucks. Talk to us about some of the big names in the domestic coffee game there in China.
Well, Starbucks is #1. Then you have Tim Hortons, which it's a Canadian company, and they have about 200 stores, and they're talking about going to 2,500 stores. And in Canada, they're a donut chain disguised as a coffee chain. You have Dunkin' Donuts coming there. You have Peet's Coffee Company, and the list is pretty long. The big one waiting to come right now, kind of the Apple of coffee stores, is Blue Bottle, which is owned by Nestle. And Blue Bottle is, again, a very small chain, but very, very upscale. So foreign companies are definitely looking to invest in China, not just American companies, but Canadian companies. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the European companies, the Lavazza's and the companies of that nature, want to get in on the act also.
Dan, our viewers might not know this about you, but you were elected as national co-chairman of the Specialty Coffee Association of America 3 times in a row. So you undoubtedly have your finger on the pulse of this industry. Talk to us about Shanghai as it becomes a new world coffee capital. I mean, this staging of this event, you see all these people flooding in there. What's it like there now?
Well, I'm very jealous. I've never been to Shanghai. I read a lot. Obviously, the skyline is magnificent. It's very thriving. It's upscale. The transportation segment is doing very well. And then you have the Bund. You have the City God Temple. You have the Ya Gardens. These are really, really interesting places. And consequently, people want to come and visit. It seems to be very open. It seems very easy to do business if you have the money, and they're very open to new businesses of all types. So right now, I mean, hey, come on, invite me over. I'll come in a heartbeat.
All right. We've got Dan Cox almost on the plane right now, heading to Shanghai. Thanks so much for your observations and insights. Really appreciate it.